right, hey buddy, this is Kevin here with Coach Branch in the dugout at the Branch. You still get, is that still kind of strange for you to hear that?
It is. I have a hard time saying it, just to be honest.
I
Other
love
people
it,
will say it, and it kind of feels weird to say it.
Yeah.
Very humbling, so I usually don't call it that.
Yeah, I love it though. I think it's awesome. But obviously, as we sit here and record this, we're 1 day away from the LaGrange Toyota Invitational, which is such an incredible event. Not just for LaGrange High School, but for the community. I know this is something, it's been a couple of decades now since it got started. And I know you've been associated with it so long, you actually got it started. How much fun is this? It's a lot of work, I know, but it's such an incredible event, isn't it?
Yeah, it's we started around 2000, so that's like 25 years.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of work, and a lot of the work is by our parents, honestly. Our booster club, they do a ton of work. You know, I kind of get the teams here and the planning.
Right.
But our tournament director, Robert Skinner, is incredible.
Right.
He's been doing it a few years, so he's a veteran. He's trained up. He knows what to do. And then our parents just put on a show. I mean, it's a great showcase for our program, our school, and really our town. And we get to bring in a lot of people from all over the South.
And these teams, these elite programs, they have a lot of different showcases and tournaments to choose from. And I'm sure it's an incredible compliment to this tournament that this is where they choose to come this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt. It actually has gotten harder.
Yeah.
Because they opened up the Hoover tournament out of Birmingham, and they got turf fields.
Yep.
But it's not like ours. It's more like a travel ball thing, where they don't have a real winner, and they just kind of match people up, and it's good. It's a great tournament. So that's become a competition. Our other competition is the Cary, North Carolina, USA Baseball hosts an event. So every year when I start recruiting teams or teams call me, they'll say, well, Cary's trying to get us to come too.
Yeah.
So we battle that, but generally it works out good and we get good teams here.
Right. One of the cool things for me is you just go and list all the great players that have come through this tournament over the past 2 decades, and it really is a pretty impressive list of players that have appeared in this tournament.
No doubt. I'd say Buster Posey might be
not too bad.
Might be the top guy, because he's going to be a Hall of Famer if he's not already.
He will be, yes.
But he's a Hall of Fame guy. And then, there's been a ton of guys. But even the thing I like, it's always good. Last year we had 2 first-round draft picks.
Right.
2 shortstops out of this tournament went in the first round of the Major League Draft.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big. Those guys, first-rounders, good chance they're going to be in the big leagues.
Right.
But anyway, so that, and then, who knows how it'll be this year. Some years you come in where you got guys with a ton of accolades. Some years you got just a bunch of good players. I'm not really sure which this is yet, but it'll be great competition. I think we've had like 16 big leaguers be here. I would sit there and start naming them, but I'd forget. Jeff Rancour, Jason Hayward.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Jason Hayward are 2 right off the bat. I think a big one is Zach Wheeler.
Right.
Who's one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. He pitched here and he threw 97 miles an hour at Granger Park. So if he was doing that, then when I see 97, 98 on TV, I know it's legit because I've seen it when he was in high school. Yeah,
Zach's a guy, selfishly, I wish he'd ended up at the Braves.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to have him in our rotation.
No doubt.
But in this tournament, it's a great test for your players. I mean, you've had some teams over the years, obviously, that are experienced. Other teams, kind of like this one, that are a lot of players kind of new to varsity baseball. But regardless, it's always big for your players, isn't it, to have 4 games against incredible competition?
There's no doubt. And it's a challenge. And of course, we're going to try to win every game.
Yes.
But we really measure it by how much better we get in the tournament.
Right.
I think when we won the state championship, we went 2-2 that year. So last year we went 2-2, and I think the year before we went 2-2. So it's not a situation where, and we've been 0-4 in this tournament, ended up having really good years.
Right.
So this year is probably the biggest challenge we've ever had, because we've never had a team where we had 1 returning starter, no returning pitcher, except Mason Calhoun,
Right.
who has been had surgery, so he's not even cleared to
Right.
pitch until tomorrow, ironically.
Okay, good for
So
him.
he can start pitching,
Yeah.
limited innings. So like this team is like we've got a big challenge. We're gonna have to play really well to have a chance to stay in the game.
Yeah.
So.
Is this fun for you as a coach? So obviously these past couple of years, I mean, you can pretty much pencil in the lineup, as soon as one season ended. But to have a team like this with a lot of kind of new faces, is that fun and exciting for you as a coach?
Yeah, I think I'm at mine. I think I do a better job with teams like this.
Right.
The bad thing is I missed a lot this year in preseason, which you'll hit on that in a minute.
Yes.
But that has made it a little harder, and because I haven't gotten to be around them as much as I would like. But hopefully now I am.
Right.
But yeah, this is I think it's a real big challenge, but it's really fun because, like I say, these guys, a lot of them were on the JV, or they were on the bench, or they were on the 9th grade team. And last year during the tournament, a lot of these guys were chasing foul balls.
Yeah.
Our guys not on varsity chase foul balls.
Right.
So some of these guys are going to go from chasing foul balls to being out there against some of the best players, in the Southeast.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. You can't see it just off to our left. You can see the scooter that you've been using to get around on. I know that helps a lot, but I know it's been a tough couple of months for you, Coach. I'm not sure how much you just kind of want to share, but I mean, you wanted to kind of let folks know that you're doing good. You're getting around.
Yeah. It's I've had people email, text, call, and how rumors get going. So I want to make sure everybody knows, hey, I don't have a life-altering illness, but
a lifestyle altering.
Oh, it's definitely lifestyle.
Sure.
And I'm because of this, I have been checked out from head to toe. I'm actually in great health, EKGs and everything else before. But anyway, it was I had surgery February 3rd for 2 ruptured Achilles tendons, which I don't recommend doing.
One's bad enough.
Yeah, I don't recommend. Other than the pain of it, which was pretty good. When you can't walk, that's not a whole lot of fun.
No.
So I had surgery, and it was actually caused by nothing I did. It was a side effect to an antibiotic.
Wow. Yeah.
So every time I tell somebody that, I'll say, hey, it's ciproflax, and Google it.
Right.
And if you Google it, you'll see. And I talked to a pharmacist, and he told me I've known 3 people that have had that side effect in my career.
It's like the commercials when you see the fine print at the bottom.
And nobody reads and I will pay attention from now on. But anyway, so just to take you through it real quick, I tore both, had surgery. So I was out during that period, and Coach Edie and our other coaches, McTeer and Kurtz and Burns,
Awesome
and
staff.
Those guys took the reins and did a great job of, I mean, they made it roll like a machine, but I wasn't there, and so, we are missing somebody. I coached the pitcher, so that was a big deal. But anyway, and then so 2 weeks after surgery, I went from cast. And when I had those casts, I could not get off the couch. You have a portable potty, and so it's like, and my wife, bless her heart, is having to be like a nurse. So we do that for a couple weeks, and then now I've got boots. There they are. I got 2 boots, and I can't. But I was fired up when I got the boots because I thought I could walk. But they said, no, you can't walk. You're in boots, and you can stand up, but you can't walk. But luckily, we had a couple very generous boosters who bought this fine scooter over here.
Yeah.
So now I can.
And it's blue.
And we got it royal. They got it royal blue. So I come to the field and I coach. I scoot around and coach in the scooter. And probably during games, I'll probably do a wheelchair because this is a little. It's not as comfortable.
Right.
And I won't, there's no need to move around. I can do it. So I'll be in probably a wheelchair. So if you see me at the field, I'm in a wheelchair or a scooter. I just got blown out Achilles.
Right.
I'm gonna be fine. I'll probably be walking with shoes on in a couple more months.
Right.
But this season's gonna be an ordeal. I gotta get somebody to pick me up, bring me to practice, take me home.
Right.
And so it is a change.
Right.
But I tell people, hey, I'm blessed in the big scheme of things. There's a lot of people got it worse than me. But I do want to get it out there that, hey, I mean, I'm good. And I appreciate you asking that. You know, a lot of people don't want their stuff out there. I really don't either, but I think this kind of helps.
Right.
That people know that, hey, I'm doing good, I feel good. But it's definitely a lifestyle change
No
at
doubt.
this point.
It does say a lot about our community that there were so many people who were worried about you.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to know how you were doing, and I'm sure that means a lot to you too. The fact that you've had so much support.
Oh yeah, and no doubt, I've had people, you know, send a gift card.
Right.
And, you know, people brought meals.
Wow.
And so it's been really good. And honestly, this tournament's going to be different. I can't come and just sit here
Right.
all day. Like going to the restroom is an issue.
Right.
So I'll be kind of in and out, and mainly here for our games, and not be here. So everybody else will be kind of running the tournament.
Right.
Coach Edie and Robert Skinner and our staff. So again, that's going to be different, but you know, we'll get through this year, and we'll be fine. Our goal is to be really good. I think it's March 5th or 6th or 4th or 5th when we play Upsilon,
Okay.
the first region
Right.
game. That's next Thursday and Friday. So like I say, we'll adjust and do what we got to do, and hopefully we'll be good by then.
Right, and this region's really good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's deep. Obviously, having defending state champs. I know Whitewater is really good. So, like I said, everything now is just kind of leading up to those region games.
Yeah, and you know, nowadays you have the computer ranking, so every game does
That's
matter.
great.
But for us, like you know, you set the goals every year. Our goals obviously be the last team play,
Right.
and that's everybody's goal. But our small goal is to get in the playoffs.
Right.
Like we're not sitting there going, and you know, if we're first, second, hey, that'd be great. But our goal is to find a way with this young,
Right.
very inexperienced. Even our older guys are inexperienced. Is to get in the playoffs, and I feel like if you get in the playoffs and you get hot, you never know.
Right.
So that's our challenge, and we're going to have some games where it might be ugly. We kind of understand that, just because we've got some growing
Right.
pains. But hopefully we'll get where we need to get as the year progresses.
Right. Last thing, Coach. I know you spent a lot of time here at the ball field over the years, a lot of hours. Does it ever get old, especially when you kind of realize, man, I can't be out there, and then you're able to come back to the field and be around these players, be around your fellow coaches. It kind of makes you appreciate it even more, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's actually the opposite.
Yeah.
Of getting old,
Yeah.
it's like, because it made me miss it a whole lot more.
Right.
It was like, I mean, coaching, half of it's like hanging out with your coaches.
Right.
And then you're being around your players and talking to them, and, you know, and that relationship. All of a sudden, that was kind of taken away, except through text and
Right.
videos. So that was the big thing. It made me miss it more, and good Lord willing, it makes me like, hey, I want to keep coaching.
Right.
I know I'm an older coach, but I got a great staff, and hopefully I won't blow out something next year, you know.
Right.
And, you know, I'd like to, you know, keep coaching a while. So hopefully this is kind of, it's made me appreciate it even more.
Yeah, I will add, the closer I get to 60, what used to seem old doesn't really so much anymore.
Oh yeah, no doubt. 60 used to be old, but it's actually not that bad right now.
Yeah, I think our good friend Coach Mike Pauley just had his 60th.
Oh, yeah.
And this will be absolutely the last thing. I know also a lot of people really thinking about Coach Clancy Alford. It's going to be awesome at some point to see him back out here coaching. I know he's a guy that you think about a lot, and I do as well, and I know we're all just pulling for him.
Yeah, no doubt. The whole community's kind of really pulling for Clancy, and there's just not a finer person
No,
than him.
family.
Oh yeah, these families are like, they're kind of legendary in that
They
community.
are.
And in the
Yeah.
Granger community, they're really legendary. I mean, his granddaddy was a quarterback at LaGrange
I did
High
not
in the
know
50s.
that.
So yeah,
Okay.
Ted Alford,
Yeah.
who's like a mentor, like
Yeah.
when I came here.
Right.
Sharon was a principal, a great principal in Hollis Hand, his grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And then you got
Yeah.
Terry and Lisa, his
Yeah.
parents. Like, so they are basically a legendary family. So to see their family have to deal with this, it's been really tough. But at the same time, man, you talk about rallying behind. I mean, Coach Pardue headed up a barbecue. They made over $20,000
Wow.
for them. Clancy actually came to practice the same day I came back.
Oh, wow.
He came and he was here about an hour and a half that day. He's trying to work his way into coming back around his chemo.
Right.
And he's getting used to it, and we got him a nice Royal helmet, like the big leaguers wear without the ears.
Right.
That's got a star on it and all that, that he's going to be wearing around the field and that sort of thing. But he's doing great.
Yeah.
And I think he'll kind of they'll see how he's progressing with scans and all that in March. But, you know, hey, we're all praying for Clancy and Braley and all that. They've had to do a whole bunch to change their lives, obviously.
Right.
But they're in great spirits and doing well.
Yeah, I know everybody's pulling for him and pulling for you, Coach Branch, and I can't wait to get out here. This is always a highlight for me. Hopefully, usually it seems like it's 20 degrees when this tournament rolls around. So it's actually looking pretty decent for these next few days.
We got one day, maybe a rain we've got to worry about, but hopefully we're going to be fine.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you back out here, Coach Branch, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, thanks.